It's time to feel the rage. Welcome to Film Rage, where we talk movies in theaters, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors beware, as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim. Hey there, Jim.
Hey, Bryce.
And also, we got the Merman. What's going on, Merman? What's shaking? Tell me something.
Tell you something, I don't know. Something good. That's all I can say.
Something good is good.
All right.
CIFF is coming. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Calgary International Film Festival, just right around the corner. That is exciting.
They're here.
I'm excited. So with the introductions out of the way, let's rage on.
Well, thanks to all been supporting us. If you love our independent podcast or even just like it a little bit, why don't you subscribe, share, and give us a 5-star rating on your listening platform? Or join the Film Rage community by joining our membership at buymeacoffee.com/filmrageYYC. If you cannot commit to membership, you can still buy us a movie rental and dare us to see a terrible movie. And we'll watch it for played anywhere in a cinema in the world. Now, let's get to raging. What amazing mom?
Predict.
What amazing mom?
Predict.
Will he predict the rage or will he predict the mondo? Will he tell us all what Jim and Bryce are at the
Movies?
Better watch out, kids, cause here he comes. He's coming swimming to you.
And you.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim, Murray, swim, Murray.
Swim, Murray, swim.
Swim all the way to our hearts. We're little rageful hearts.
Well, according to my data, you guys only saw 2 movies.
What?
I'm gonna be honest.
What the what?
I'll be honest with you. I only remember one of them.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
We saw that last week. This is Spinal Tap II. I remember seeing that. What was the other movie?
Well, there was actually...
It was about a long...
Oh, The Long Walk.
a walking movie. How could you
remember
forget
now.
about a movie about walking?
I know. No,
How could you forget a movie
Actually,
about walking?
technically, there were 3 movies out, but apparently we were not feeling the Downton Abbey.
Yeah, we don't watch TV shows that make movies.
It was a movie.
It was a TV
in
show.
cinemas.
That was a movie.
In a lot of places. So that was supposed to be our thing. We see every movie in cinemas, and you guys said no.
Except TV shows. We also said no to the animated TV show.
It's not that we didn't want to. It was a scheduling conflict.
No, you didn't want to.
Well,
Just
we also
admit it.
didn't. Okay, here's the thing.
No.
We will watch movies if it's a movie.
We watch
if it's
a lot.
a TV show that decides it's going to put out a fucking movie, we're not going to go see it.
And it's not like a movie based on a TV show. It's just another episode of the TV show, essentially.
Yeah, it's just a final episode. So, yeah, there's no... Because we would be lost. We don't even have to watch it. It's a rage because I have no clue what's happening. I don't know. All these 742 characters.
Apparently, Paul Giamatti's in it.
Apparently. Which I didn't realize he was British.
Whoop-de-doo, Basil.
No, I don't think. Does he
yeah.
play British? I think he plays an English
I
guy.
don't know.
You know what? We're not
Everybody
gonna
else
watch
An
it.
American, I should say.
Everybody else in the show is British except him.
We're not going to watch it, so
Just saying.
doesn't make a
I'll
difference.
Okay.
I'll never know.
So let's move on to The Long Walk.
A long walk.
A Stephen King story.
Yeah,
That
short
he wrote
story.
in 1979,
What?
but only made it to theaters this year.
Yeah, what's up
Sorry,
with
it
that?
was made in 1979.
He wrote
He
it.
wrote it in 1979.
But wow,
The movie
They just never made a
movie's
movie
been
out of
sitting
it.
on the shelf for like 46 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently, it wasn't good enough to go to the cinema, so they just decided not to
Hold
do
on,
it.
to hold on to it.
Yeah, Jim and I saw this one.
Sure did.
It's a Stephen King story. It's got walking.
Mm-hmm.
All movies about walking.
There's a lot of walking.
Something that Bryce would like. You walk or you die.
Yeah.
He likes both of
Pretty
those
much
things.
the premise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked it, most of it. I'm not sure if Jimmy loved it. I'm gonna say he gave it a meh. Bryce, just because his pure joy and love of all things that are walking, gave it a mondo.
That's the only reason.
Only reason.
I do like walking around movies.
Yes.
Spinal Tap II, The End Continues.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. From the way you guys were gushing over the documentary and then singing along to all the songs before this thing even came out.
Yes.
Double mondo.
All right.
There you go.
All right. The long walk.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that long.
It was long enough.
Could have been longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you
If
know
the
what?
ending didn't happen.
It wasn't nearly as long as the Proclaimers walk.
That's right.
Because they walked 500 miles.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
For true love.
For
How long
true
did
love.
these guys end up walking?
100,
It was
300, almost 300, I think.
Was
yeah,
it?
something
was
like
it
that.
much?
Yeah.
I forgot how much at the end.
You know,
but
it was a
It was a long walk.
They walked or died.
walked or died.
So the story of 50 young men who, through I'm going to put this in heavy quotes, lottery of sort, which isn't very clear exactly how the lottery worked. But anyway, were chosen to walk until they win or die, which is, as Murray's already alluded to, is a Stephen King short story. So King has a way of taking stories and finding heart and friendship in some of the most devastating situations. Think like The Green Mile or Shawshank. I put this one in a similar category. He draws you into characters when you at times do not even want to. And I did get the feels, I'm going to put feels a few times, that almost brought me to tears as this film progressed. The challenge with this type of film is that if you set rules that is supposed to follow, like walk to a pace of 3 miles an hour, and you get 3 warnings, and you can't leave the road, etc. But because they do this, they needed to keep these constant, which sometimes they are, and other times they do not match. Like, for example, when they go up the big hill, where everybody's almost running up the hill, you can see the pace. It's not just because it's a hill, it's because they're moving fast up the hill. So if they're going to show everybody moving up the hill, then you probably shouldn't be killing people because they're all going the same speed. And I do understand that people get warnings and they get, oh, you didn't blah, blah, blah. So now you get a warning and now you get shot. But they're literally almost running up the hill. So there's things like that through the film that it just... If you're going to set the rules, make sure it's consistent. Make sure you have somebody monitoring this. Like with major characters, the timelines between warnings are longer, and in other issues, shorter. So these things throughout the movie kept being inconsistent. And after they happen enough times, it kind of annoys you. In particular, it's because you are always looking at these walkers, and you can literally see their pace. And if this is that they're at their slowest pace, it's not often constant at 3 miles per hour or more, I guess, because a few times they look like they're literally going half a kilometer an hour, which is a lot slower, by the way. You can literally see as they're walking by.
Half is slower than 3.
Yeah, exactly.
kilometers an hour. Yeah.
Well,
'Cause they
they're
always
walking 3
slow
miles an
things
hour,
down for the
and they
movies.
slow
Or
down to
3
half.
miles. Sorry.
I'm
Canadian.
I converted it to
I do
kilometers.
that sometimes.
Yeah, I just converted it for you because I know
Oh,
you're
there you go.
confused.
3 miles was like, what, 5?
I know
5K.
miles. Quite often, horse racing, there is a mile.
There you go.
And
And sometimes
It's
you
also-
go,
Or a furlong.
It's also 8 furlongs.
There you go.
yeah, and your mom.
6 furlongs would be 3/4 of a mile.
Sure. I don't watch horse racing.
6 furlongs would also be 600 meters.
I watch humans run around the track, not horses.
Yeah. So that is my point.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's not consistent. Ultimately, we get the ending we expected, and as the Major, aka Luke Hamill, says at one point in the
Luke
film,
Hamill.
the best
You're so
man
clever.
wins.
Colonel
was
Skywalker.
It was a man. I have some unpacking.
Mark
I
Skywalker.
actually have quite a few things to unpack, but I kind of want to know what the Mur thought about this. And if he says some of my things I wanted to unpack, I'm gonna
don't
jump
have
in.
a lot to add. Yeah, I mean, again, it's about walking. I really enjoyed the horrific and graphic way they got their heads blown off when they slowed down.
Yes.
Just like most of the movie was shot from the front of the pack with those two main guys. Like a lot of the characters that got their heads blown off, they barely even had lines. So like didn't even have to be in the movie because you knew it was going to come down to those two guys at the end. That was predictable, right?
Yeah. They were at the front of the
They were
poster.
the front of the pack. Well, they weren't the front of the pack.
You still needed to know that there was a big group that started. They had to be in the movie.
There were guys who walked faster and in much better shape.
If they just started the movie with the
two,
five, it's just 5 characters.
Well, the main thing I had with the pack, the cast of young people, is the main guy, the central character, is the most out of shape guy on the whole pack.
It's not
you can
about,
see his freaking
they
beer
covered
belly
that.
gut.
It's not about being in condition. They literally covered that in the movie.
But like all these other guys are like these Nordic gods, titans.
It's
of
about
sports.
it's about the mental toughness, Murray. It has. When you get into a competition like
miles
that,
is a lot of walking, and you can't even stop to poop. Apparently, you have to or else you get your head blown.
You get
off.
a warning.
Yeah.
So I just don't.
Some
see
of them had it right.
person,
Just poop your pants.
Because he doesn't seem like he had the greatest endurance, but he,
It's all about heart. It's all about mental toughness.
He had the most to live for.
He had a drive. He had a goal. There was a reason he wanted to do this.
Yes,
he wasn't doing it for 10 chicks.
I've seen Death Race 2000.
Exactly.
I know what his goal was.
For 10 chicks. So it's totally.
That I had a problem with, but the young guys, they all did good, and I always loved the Mark Skywalker. He's always awesome.
Yeah.
It's definitely a meh, but it wasn't scary at all. It wasn't a Stephen King scary movie.
It wasn't supposed to be scary.
It was a Stephen King Shawshank Redemption.
And it's funny enough, it had a lot of similarities to Hunger Games, but it was written again 1979, years before those books came out.
Yeah,
so
those books are
shows you how original the books were.
There you go. But just saying, so it's the same kind of society where they send their young people out to die for entertainment. So
I did like the fact that they
not for entertainment, to inspire, Murray. Inspire.
Yes.
We also
to work harder.
That we can be better than we are. That we can be the number 1 nation in the world again.
They wanted to make America great again.
They did.
Because Canada would never do that. The other thing that we noticed was
we'd hockey till we died.
Where was the women's? Did it say at the beginning? Because I had to go to the bathroom. Maybe I missed it. But
no, they just
didn't say why there were no females involved in this whole thing.
That was actually one of the things I was going to unpack. I agree.
It was a mess.
I get it. It was written in 1979, where women didn't exist apparently to Stephen King.
Apparently,
I mean. Stephen King's never really written
Carrie
a strong
right after
female
that.
character.
It's back then where how many women were going into the military back then? It would be the same type of deal.
Yeah, except it's not made in 1979. It's made in a futuristic society where there's a great war that happened. So it's now.
But he still wrote it then.
So if you're going to write it then, they should have set the timeline back then.
I mean,
but they didn't, did they?
Did you read the original? Did they follow the original story?
No, they didn't.
No, so there you go. So they could have made changes.
So all you got to do is add a few women in there.
Where was the women's?
I wanted to see some women's heads blown off.
Yeah.
I did too.
So that was, thank you, Murray, for bringing that up. That's the thing I wanted to unpack.
All right.
Put some more women in it.
That's right.
By the way, this wasn't a short story. This was actually a novel. It was part of the Bachman books.
Oh. How many pages was it?
It was more than a short story. I don't know how many. I don't read.
Maybe it was a novella then. Maybe it was a novella.
No, it was a novel.
A full novel over 150 pages?
Yes.
Okay.
The Bachman books is like the things like this thick. By the way, if you can't see me on the pod, listening, I held my hands
a foot and a half.
Pretty far apart. No, it's a big book.
I'm gonna go buy the book while you guys are talking.
All right, go ahead.
If it exists,
it does exist. It's a novel. It's
it still exists, so you can get it.
You can still get of course you can. They just came out with a movie, so they re-released it obviously because that's what they would do.
You're right. It is a lot of pages.
Thank you.
There you go.
So there you go. Sorry, the movie.
Yeah, talk about the movie. You know what we do here.
Yeah, whatever. There was a lot of walking, so I enjoyed that.
So was Mondo.
Yep, there you go.
I'll you know what? I understand the problems you had with them where it always seemed like they were pretty much walking the same pace, or they were walking a little quicker. it never looked like they were ever lagging, and so it didn't make a lot of sense, and everybody was sort of moving at the same pace. Like no one was really falling behind, but people were getting warned. It didn't really bug me though, because
that's something that normally would annoy the hell out of you.
Yeah,
you gotta. How did you not miss the fact they're literally showing them, and they're walking at a snail's pace?
I'm bugged by something.
Oh, okay. Okay, well,
that's probably trivial. So,
okay, well,
so just wait.
It's definitely trivial.
But yeah, it's. I mean, the actors were very good.
Some were.
I thought they were all good.
Yeah, the Karate Kid was in it.
Yes, the Karate Kid
wasn't it?
He was actually the most entertaining one.
Was he?
Yes, I think he was.
He was the best actor.
He wasn't the best actor.
He wasn't the best actor. He was most entertaining.
The guy that was kind of
the guy who won was the best actor.
Yeah.
And so I won't tell you who that was.
Yes.
I guess now that I've said that, you'll watch the movie, and within about 2 seconds, you'll know who the best actor in that movie
Well, you'll
is.
know once the movie's halfway
Karate Kid,
through.
he never shut up. He was entertaining. He was always
he
yapping
shut up.
at people. Well,
He wasn't talking.
he was made.
A whole lot.
He was made to shut up.
He was sick.
But yeah.
He was not
but he looked
well.
really sick.
No.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The movie's moving along. It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm enjoying it. I like the banter.
The walking.
I like the, they did change some, like, I haven't read the book, but I do know of a few things that they changed in it. And I'm not sure that they needed to. I kind of, even when, like, I can understand anybody that's read the book would be kind of upset with some of the changes they made. And I don't understand when they take a book, adapt to a screenplay, and completely change the ending. It's kind of weird. I guess it's just to get that surprise factor, or at
possibly
least it's not completely familiar to you if you are a fan of the book. But it just kind of alienates those people that love the book.
Well, and if they're gonna do that, add some female characters.
Yeah,
change it completely.
Yeah, if you're gonna change the ending of a book, you should probably add some female characters.
But the thing was, is I was really enjoying it, and then we got to the end, and then all the last scene. Am I supposed to think this is in his mind, or what am I supposed to think? All of a sudden, there's this giant crowd, and there's like people everywhere, and then there's this lone shot of him just walking down the road in the rain where he was.
Yeah.
But there's no one there.
Yeah, exactly.
Anywhere.
I kind of thought, okay, so
Explain that. Is that just that everybody scattered from the gun?
So also, FYI, that's another unpacking, which was like, okay, so I think it could be one of two things. One, because he got shot too.
Yeah.
Right? So it could be that he died and he was now, and that was all in his dream as he was passing on to heaven. But it's too. It's not. It's too.
It's more. Yeah.
It
wasn't well done.
It wasn't well done if that's what their thoughts
to me,
were.
it seemed like the whole theory was you walk or you die, and you keep walking. The last person who's walking wins.
Yep.
But it seemed like that was the finish line. Like when the last person was left, the fireworks went off.
I'm actually liking your explanation, because I'm gonna go on further. It's like you walk or you die. So then he's gonna keep on walking
till he dies.
Till he dies.
No, because there is one winner. They also talked about
the organizers.
Yeah, I understand there's one winner.
Planned it to end at that spot.
But now he's like, it's in him now.
He's Forrest Gumping.
He's Forrest Gumping now. He's like, I'm just gonna keep on walking.
Sure, why not? Makes sense. Does anybody know if Stephen King actually liked this movie? Because usually if Stephen King...
He produced it or executive produced it.
Okay, so he did have some say in it.
Oh, yeah.
Because he often makes comments if he's not too happy with how a film turned out.
I would think that he would have been fine with this movie.
Sorry, so was this a meh for you?
Yeah, this was a meh.
All right. Yeah, I think ultimately it's a... Yeah, like
it's so funny though. I mean, it's such a fine line between being a man, being a mondo sometimes. Like if they would have made 3 different decisions in this movie, I think it would have been mondo, but they didn't. They did what they did, and it just left me going, meh. Like literally it was very well made. It was like it should have been better.
Yeah, I agree. Like that's it's there's little, it's here's the thing I find with directors sometimes is they spend a lot of time on certain details, but then there's other things that they don't spend the amount of details on. Like if you're going to have an analytical viewpoint of your film as you're watching it, you kind of want to look through it and go, okay, these pieces, I need to, like, they put a lot of focus on sort of everybody's backstory to a lesser degree. You didn't need too much more on it. We got nothing on Hamill at all. Like, he's just the captain or whatever the fuck he was. Is like, we didn't get enough Hamill too. Like, it was kind of like, oh yeah, we get it. He goes and sleeps with whores in the evening, and then he comes back, and he didn't really do any. Like, he wasn't menacing. Well, that was part of the movie. So, like, wasn't all of them actually? Weren't they all chosen because they were all his son? I don't know. Like, there's not enough Hamill in this to make him a menacing character. Like, he did a good job. Like,
he was very good.
Mark Hamill from, let's go back 7 years ago to today, he just gets progressively better at his acting craft. Yeah. If you go back to when he started his acting craft, it was like, people are going to hate me for saying this, but Luke Skywalker is definitely the weakest character in the whole series. Yeah. He's just
and it's partly because Mark Hamill is just doesn't give you anything in those movies. I mean, just got this blank face all the time.
Half the time.
It's like it's a really stressful. He looks confused.
He's like,
if it's like a really emotional scene, he looks confused. It's like, and no matter what it is, just Mark Hamill looks confused.
What's the opposite of blue steel? That was maybe it's just called the Hamill. He used to
he used to Hamill it up.
He used to,
and now. But over time, he's actually become an actor. A very good one.
A very good one, yeah. Like
I see Mark Hamill in the movie now. I'm like, oh, good. I can't wait to see what the character is going to be and what he's going to bring to it. Where before it was like, oh, Mark Hamill's in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, he's on the poster, for God's sakes. Like, and then, like, people go, oh, how much screen time does Hamill get? Maybe 3 minutes?
Not a lot.
What's that?
Not a lot.
No, he's not. So
he's a big name. Everybody else is, for the most part, nobody's. Like,
that probably could have helped the movie, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that would have taken away from the walk-in. So I don't know. I got some mixed feelings.
You know, it would have been cool. We have a couple of directors that we're getting.
By the way, I just wanted to do the shout out to David Johnson. He was the best actor in that. He was just.
Well, now you've actually spoiled the ending.
Nobody knows who he is. So David Johnson, they're like, who is that? Find out after the movie. Don't look him up until you watch the movie.
He is brilliant.
He's brilliant in it.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? The what did they call it? The Four Musketeers plus the psychopath.
Yeah, that was the other thing. Is whatever character that was said he doesn't read, like Three Musketeers or whatever, or he reads one or the other. There actually were four Musketeers. There were three Musketeers, but they added a fourth one.
They added Dart,
which everyone who read the books knows, but that guy didn't for some reason.
So here's the thing I want to say about the acting. I kind of maybe want to recall my comment about the acting being hit and miss on some of it. And I think it was more, I'm going to say I think the acting was good, but I think what wasn't good was some of the timing. So that is what I'm going to stand by on it. Because there was scenes in it I was kind of like, this person talks and then this person talks, and the timing from one to the other made me feel like the acting wasn't true and real. But in retrospect, I think the acting was good, but the timing between how it's edited. So I'm going to say I think the editing could have done a little better. I don't know who did it, but that's how I feel.
Oh, this was directed by Francis Lawrence.
Uh-huh.
I think he's the guy that directed all those Hunger Games movies, so it's kind of funny that he's just exploring the exact same territory.
He's all about kids killing each other.
Step outside your comfort zone, buddy.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's got a niche. Let's get to more kids killing.
All right, let's kill some more kids.
That's right.
I guess he can remake.
Did he help with weapons too? Because
I don't know.
Although. No kids died in the making of weapons.
Yes. What was I going to say?
Weapons?
It's left me.
All right. No, well, if it comes back, no problem. All right. Spinal Tap Part 2. Or as they say, there's another title to it. It's Spinal Tap, The End Continues. Okay. So Spinal Tap, the original, we've talked a little bit about it on this podcast, is one of the greatest films ever made. I'd say... It is another one. It's in my top 50 films of all time.
It's so much fun.
I've said it. I mean, it's one of those films I can watch I could literally have it in the background every day and never tire of it. Yeah. There is no chance of this coming out and could even come close to the original.
No, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Love their music. Love seeing them live when they toured back in the day. There's even like, you go on YouTube, there's all kinds of Spinal Tap you can watch. It's all fucking brilliant. I'm not sure, other than perhaps some of the original cast starting to die from the original movie, was there any reason to make this movie?
Well, if you were gonna make it, Jim,
you had to make it now.
That's make it while those three guys are still around.
And Reiner, he's getting up there too. The story part of this, and again, heavy quotes on story part of this, is really horrible and goes nowhere and is basically annoying. And I'm not gonna lie, they have like almost every single old-timer musician person who's ever been in music ends up being the cameo in this. And it feels forced a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they kept bringing nostalgia scenes back into this to try and breathe some life also felt way forced to me.
This was all about nostalgia, though.
It
had no story to lean on.
Yeah, it had
that's what it had to.
The greatest thing in that, well, there's a few greatest things in this, but to me, the greatest thing was when they showed the original trailer, which thanks to Reiner for showing it at the Spinal Tap 41, that we knew that was the trailer, because I can guarantee anybody that's not a Spinal Tap fan would not have known that they showed the original trailer in the movie. And of course, Nigel makes comments about it. So that was awesome as far as the nostalgia goes. There is enough, obviously, ad-lib scenes by these really funny guys who did make me laugh. The end credit reel was actually probably the best part of it. And seeing them live and playing music together, I also did enjoy singing along with Big Bottom. I'm sad we didn't get Sex Farm Woman, but maybe they've taken that out of their repertoire. I don't know. Did we need this? No. Would the universe be a better place if it didn't exist? Maybe. Was I happy to see these guys again? Motherfucking yes, absolutely yes. Anytime I can see these guys together is good. But seeing Elton John being crushed by Stonehenge was worth the price of admission alone.
That I would have enjoyed.
You would have totally enjoyed it, Murray. It was so good. This was meh. To put out something as perfect as Spinal Tap, no matter what they did, it didn't have a hope in hell. The fact that it saves it from a rage just because it's Spinal Tap.
Well, that's the thing.
That's pretty much it.
They're characters you love, and they're still funny even if they're in a bad movie.
Yeah, but they weren't funny enough. Like the thing about Spinal Tap, the original, is it just goes bang, 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 bang. Like you can't stop laughing the entire movie. You can't stop wanting to sing the entire movie. This was sporadic laughter. It was like I laughed, and then I was like, okay, this is dumb, whatever you're showing me. Yeah. And then I laughed. Yeah. And then this is even dumber than what you had that I thought was dumb. I didn't think you could get dumber. And I don't mean dumber funny, because half of Spinal Tap being funny is because it's dumb. Yeah. But it was just stupid, useless, worthless, garbage writing. It was just like, whoever put this fucking thing together, I know Spinal Tap. I'm disappointed.
Yet.
Yeah, I love singing along, and I loved Elton John being crushed by Stonehenge.
There you go. Yeah, I kind of knew going in that I was going to be disappointed, and you try to divorce yourself from the fact that you've seen the original and you love the original, and you don't want to compare it to the original because you know it's not going to measure up to the original, but you can't help it.
No.
And I in my heart of hearts, even if I hadn't seen the original, I just knew about these characters, or like I wasn't lost in this second one, it still wouldn't have been a good movie. But if you're a Spinal Tap fan, you're going to find enjoyment in this movie. There's no question. There's still bits in it that are hilarious. There are still moments, and it leans so heavy on the nostalgia factor. And sometimes when they're looking back, it works. And sometimes it's like, come on, can you you didn't. Your movie's 83 minutes or whatever. How are we have this many clips of the original movie in it?
Yes.
It's like, but and that just shows you that I mean, this seems like this was probably about a 3-page script.
Yeah.
And the improvisation maybe didn't work as well as it did in the first one, is what I kind of took out of this. I think they had they had their basic story. They were hoping it was going to go somewhere. I'm sure there is like thousands of hours of footage, and they were just trying to make something out of it at the end of it. And I'm sure they were having a really good time making this movie. For sure. But unfortunately, that joy does not translate into the finished product. Having said that, the songs are great. The last performance is great. I mean, there's still great in this because it's Spinal Tap.
Arguing with Paul McCartney about editing the song was great.
There's stuff in here that's gold, like absolute gold. But it's still just meh.
And the best drummer ever for Spinal Tap. She was freaking awesome.
Yeah, she was great. Like there was a lot of good in this movie. It was a lot of fun, but it just wasn't great. Spinal Tap. It was
Spinal Tap. The movie just wasn't great.
Yeah. It was okay. It was meh. But honestly, if you're not a fan of Spinal Tap, don't bother.
Yeah, don't bother. Just go watch the original.
But if you're not a fan of Spinal Tap, that means you haven't watched the original. So go watch the original, laugh your ass off, and then 20 years later or something, pop this in, or I don't know, stream
maybe
it,
the third one.
I guess in 20 years it'll just go directly into your brain through some weird wave or something. I don't know how technology went.
It'll be chipped.
We'll all have chips in our head, and we'll be able to just access.
Or we'll be dead. One of the two.
I can't wait for chips.
20 years, I'll be alive.
20 years, I'll probably be dead.
I want chips in my head.
I'm gonna be alive in 50 years, unfortunately.
I want to have chips in my head.
Well, that's because you don't
like
eat
corn
beef.
chips.
Any kind of chips.
See, if you ate meat like the rest of us, you'd be dead in 10.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't want. He wants to live until all his body parts fall down.
There you go.
Okay, so what are some of the senses that you haven't? Your nose. He's still got a good nose. He can smell stuff pretty good.
I know he's going deaf.
His vision's gone. His hearing's gone. His taste is gone.
Because he eats salad in every meal.
He actually doesn't eat salad very often.
We can go over the fact that I broke my brain when I was trying to gain all that weight, and that's a story for another time.
Yeah.
For your sumo wrestling career?
No, I'm not going to get into it. But let's just say I wanted to gain a tremendous amount of weight, and no matter how much I ate a lot. Like I was eating buckets of ice cream in one sitting.
Nice.
And I would literally drive to the store that was a block and a half away just because I didn't want to do anything active whatsoever because I wanted to get as fat as possible.
Yes.
And I could only get up to 365 pounds. And it didn't matter what I did. I could not get past 365. I wanted to get fatter and I couldn't. For 4 solid months, once I hit that 365 plateau, I did less and less, just trying to get fatter. And I was just stuffing my face like crazy, and I couldn't get any fatter than 365. Anyways.
I'm kind of glad you didn't. Just saying.
Well, the thing is, I was going to lose it all. It was all part of the plan.
I know.
I lost it all anyways.
You were making the movie, not the biggest loser. It was the biggest gainer.
Yeah, well, kind of. I was trying to get, anyway. I'm not going to go into it. It's dumb. But
it's fun.
It's basically I was going to make a documentary.
So when that happened, he also lost his vision and his hearing and half his brain.
No, what I did lose though is my appetite, and after that I could no longer get hungry, and I could no longer get full. Like I could sit there and eat and eat and eat, and I do not get full. I also could go 3 days without eating. And the only thing that would trigger the fact that I'm actually hungry is I'll literally get faint and I'll like fall over. Now that's why Kim's been so good, because now I'm getting regular meals and I don't have to remember to eat because I eat when she eats.
Yes, I recall in the early days of our podcast where his daily intake was an apple and peanut butter.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, if I remembered.
If you remembered.
Usually it was me.
But I literally don't get hungry. I literally don't get full. So
crazy.
And that's a really good segue.
Is it?
Yeah,
to me?
Of course.
Sure. All right, I'm going to keep this simple this week.
Simple,
We
schmimple.
saw a Stephen King movie.
Yes, we
and
did.
From what I hear, the first one that he ever wrote. So not the first one that came out. You guys know I'm not a big fan of horror movies.
That's
King
true.
remains one of the best at the spine-chilling terror. So then here is a list of my favorite Stephen King stories adapted for the big screen that I have seen. And no, I did not see The Shining.
The Shining.
The Shining, I did not see that one. Creep Show. More campy than scary, this series of short films remains one of my favorites.
Romero, baby.
King even starred in one of the vignettes. A poor farmer overtaken by an alien weed.
Yes.
Becomes a vegetable himself. It was directed by George Romero, which says it all. As I mentioned before, my favorite of the 5 stories involved Leslie Nielsen as a sadistic millionaire who buries his cheating wife and her love interest up to their necks in sand before the tide comes in.
He wasn't funny at all.
He wasn't supposed to be. It's proudly cheesy, but executed with confidence and great practical effects. Christine. By the way, apparently that burnt out car at the side of the road, Long Walk, was supposed to be Christine.
Yeah, I got that.
I didn't, till I read it. It's been a while since I saw this one. I do remember that badass car. Directed by Jim's favorite, John Carpenter.
Yeah. Wow.
True, it's not his best work, but it's a reliably spooky romp. We should all have a car that indestructible and loyal.
She's also the Strawberry Girl, by the way.
That is.
Sushi and the Banshee song.
Okay. Cujo. To this day, this film was responsible for my fear of big, scary dogs. Technically, it started in the late 70s when I had to walk past the house of a killer dog every day to school. I was freaking 7. It traumatized me. Like, the dog actually killed somebody, and it wasn't put down.
That happens.
Yeah, but that was the 70s. Cujo definitely didn't help. It's not always a guarantee the effects from a movie in the 80s will hold up. Thankfully, Cujo, brought to life by a combination of real dogs and mechanical ones, is every bit the rabid menace he needs to be for the film. The whole movie feels very realistic, simple but chilling terror born from a real virus.
D in that?
Yeah, Dee Wallace?
Yeah,
Is her name?
I
Yeah,
think so.
no, she was the mother.
Dee Wallace was the mother, yeah.
Great horror mom.
The Life of Chuck. Wait, this was a Stephen King story?
Yes.
Huh. This film was way too uplifting and cheery to be considered a King project, but nonetheless, it was great.
You saw Stand By Me.
It's coming. From
Uh,
Tom Hiddleston's dance sequence to the young Chuck and his awesome grandpa, Mark Hamill. It was very entertaining. The Long Walk, which we talked about, it was actually the second Stephen King film in the past year to feature Mark Hamill.
yeah.
And apparently, it's the 4th Stephen King movie to come out this year,
Oh, wow.
including The Running Man, which is a remake.
Which we're all loving.
Yeah,
That.
but The Monkey was the other one.
The Running Man.
The Long Walk is a unique work with an emotional story of death and endurance. This film was actually directed by Hunger Games alum Francis Lawrence and has some similarities regarding the brutal reality of the totalitarian state in which it is set. Contest in which its young protagonist must keep walking or be killed, especially brutal with the execution-style shots to the head that eliminate the men who fall off. That way, it's very much a Stephen King story. Stand By Me. Okay, I don't know if I've seen all of this film, but I've seen enough to know how good it was. Plus, Kiefer Sutherland, River Phoenix, Jerry O'Connell, Corey Feldman, and Will Wheaton. Not to mention a great soundtrack. It's a truly
great
memorable
soundtrack.
coming-of-age film.
soundtrack.
Carrie. Now, I'm one of the few who like the remake, mostly because I like Chloe Grace Moretz. But the original Stephen King film, which is an adaptation of his first novel,
I don't even
remains
remember
one of the
remake.
best.
Which remake? There was like 40 of
Oh,
them.
the one with Chloe Grace
Oh, yeah,
Moretz.
yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah, that
I
one,
can't remember who played
dummy.
the mother, but
There's
Julianne Moore, I think, was the mother.
There's been a lot of them.
Anyway, Brian De Palma's
How many have there
accurate and
been?
realistic depiction of the bullying and abuse that Carrie suffers at school and at home manages to feel empathetic rather than exploitative. It's quite a terrifying experience, which makes Carrie's famous breaking point a release that is equal parts scary and cathartic.
2, 3. I think there's been 4 of them.
I only know the 2. And
Third
finally,
needed to be on
The Shawshank Redemption. Along with The Green Mile, The Shawshank Redemption remains one among his best non-horror film adaptations. This is my favorite Stephen King film for 2 reasons: Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman. What this film is, apart from a lifelong friendship between 2 men behind bars, is a deeply human story of perseverance and endurance. It's a real crime that it flopped at the box office, because it is still the top or near the top of nearly everyone's favorite all-time films.
Yeah.
I never miss a chance to watch it when it comes on TV, no matter how many times I've seen it. Okay, I know I missed a few. For the record, I've never seen The Shining, Pet Sematary, Misery, It, or It 2. I friggin' hate clowns, even ones not trying to kill me. So if you love those films, good for you.
So you haven't seen The Green Mile?
No, I never saw it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Tom Hanks in it. Anyway, so that's my Stephen King list.
I don't know that that's the criteria for a brilliant movie.
Okay, Michael
Okay.
Clark Duncan then.
There you go.
No,
That's what.
I don't know that does it either, but okay.
I don't know. That's all I know about the movie.
It's a great film.
It is a great.
And there's a mouse or something in it.
There is a cute little mouse.
There you go.
Temperature rising. Vision
Yeah, it has
blurring.
been made 4 times.
Rage taking over.
All right, my rage is simple. I wanted to like Spinal Tap more, and I didn't. So it's like I thought that just them being in a movie would be enough to bring that film to a mondo. But the story was so horrible, so horrible. If they cut out the performances, the last scene, Elton John being crushed by Stonehenge, that movie would have been a huge rage. So my rage this week is just don't do it. Or just do a show them live. Like I just want to see a concert. They could have done what's that singer that everybody likes now that she put a movie out and everybody went to see it and it saved the theaters for 2024 or 2025. She's a really famous singer.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah, that one. That person who's the singer.
I don't know.
Why didn't they do
Oh,
this?
that's
Travis Kelce's
That's
girlfriend.
a Travis Kelce
Kelsey's
girlfriend.
a fiance now, I guess,
Fiancé,
right?
yeah.
So that, whatever her name is, that movie, they should have just done that. Why didn't they do Spinal
It's a
Tap,
concert
the
film?
Aria tour or whatever it's called? Then that would have been a good
Spinal
movie.
Tap the concert film?
No, just Spinal Tap's was it Aria or was that the name of her? Aria,
Ares.
Aries.
Eras.
Yeah, Spinal Tap Aries tour, and then that would have been amazing.
Eras.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
It's called
Yeah,
Spinal
that.
Tap the
I
Nostalgia
didn't
Tour.
watch it. I didn't.
I actually didn't know until you started saying stuff that's wrong, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's that. I can picture like a sparkly little outfit, and
Yes!
it says Eras Tour. I saw the poster.
Yes,
somewhere.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Because it was in theaters.
And that was Taylor Swift.
Yeah, so that if they did Spinal Tap the Taylor Swift
All
tour,
I know about Taylor Swift is that she's a terrible actor.
Yeah. Also,
I will go with you on that one, though I do love her music.
I don't know her music, so I can't judge it. Boy, I've
Whatever.
tried to
She's
listen to her
a
music.
billionaire. She doesn't need your approval.
Oh, yeah,
Just saying.
Hey, no one needs my approval.
Yeah, why, what, huh?
I'm just saying that's what
Anyway,
I wanted.
he
That's
didn't-
my
he didn't
rage.
like Spinal Tap. That's his rage.
That's my rage. I
But
didn't like
that's-
this movie.
But that's my rage.
well,
well,
then.
Ditto?
Yeah, my rage is just the absolute disappointment. It's funny that you can be so disappointed in a movie, yet still enjoy it. But I was just so disappointed that there was no story behind Spinal Tap. Nothing. Like, this is something that probably done right could have like tugged at my heartstrings and, and made me laugh till I cry at the same time.
Yes!
And it just didn't seem like it was done right. And I'm disappointed in that because I think it could have been, because it's got the characters. And that's all you really need. You just need to not mess it up. And they kind of messed it up. Yet, it was all right. But yeah,
Right.
that's my rage.
That's it.
Oh, what? Jim's writing something down.
Whatever.
Rage subsiding. Pulse slowing. Anger fading. Rage.
Nice. All right. Well, we're not going to have the list this week. We're not going to have Casey back until after the film festival season is over. But what we can tell you is we're going to have tons of interviews with some amazing directors. And so anybody that lives in North America, it's probably direct flight from where you live to Calgary, Alberta, Canada, or, even from around the world. You could get here in a quick 18 to 24 hours from Australia. Check out this website, ciffcalgary.ca, where you can see a ton of great films. Some of our favorite directors are back in at the festival. Kelly Reichardt's got a new film. Chenwick Park's got a new film. There's a bunch of our favorite directors. So I'll tell you one movie, and we are going to be interviewing this director. So I'm not sure what's coming out first, our episode or that interview.
Our episode.
Yes. So this is a surprise. We haven't interviewed them yet. But I can tell you, every single person on the planet needs to see Space Cadet, because Kid Koala, this film is brilliant. And that was one of the ones when I saw the trailer, when Murray and I went to the media party, it got me excited. And then after seeing the movie, I can't see anything being better than that at this festival, but I've been surprised before.
Cool.
What about you? Is there anything you're excited to see?
Well, we already saw Space Cadet. Am I excited to see anything? I'm excited to see a whole lot of stuff. I
Nice.
just
Do you
say
have
we got
anything in
a
particular?
Park film coming out. We got a Reichardt film coming. I mean, it's gonna be brilliance on the screen, because I believe both of those might be undoubted.
They're both undoubted.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when you get two undoubted directors in a film fest in the same film festival, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm looking forward to both of those, obviously more than anything else. But there is so much good stuff that or looks like it's going to be tremendous. So
Yeah, and we got a really good painting. There's a ton. There's probably more Canadian content than we've ever had at the festival. There's an Iranian film that I really want to see, and I don't think I've ever seen a bad Iranian film, so it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
Mur, what are you most excited about?
Well, I've already talked about it.
Oh, okay,
Obviously, I'm
then
looking
second.
forward to the
Oh,
John
John
Candy.
Candy.
Your
which
second
I know it's
most
coming
favorite.
to streaming in like a month, but
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it was the opening film at TIFF, and it went very well. Everyone loved it, so I can't imagine not loving it.
Oh, I know you'll love it.
I'm obviously not going to as many films as you guys, but
Never
I don't know
know.
if I had to pick one that I actually have a ticket for already.
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of like Kiss of the Spider Woman. I mean, I do like J Lo, especially when she sings, not so much when
J-Lo.
she acts. Jennifer Lopez,
Oh.
Mrs. Affleck, ex-Mrs. Affleck.
I don't. What, does that do anything for me? What the hell?
Well, you know
who's-
who Ben Affleck is?
I do know who Ben Affleck
Well,
is.
she was
Okay.
married to him.
Oh, who cares?
Maybe she'll
just
be
saying.
here.
Why do I care who Ben Affleck's married to? What does that have to
'Cause
do
you
with the
care
price
about
of
Ben
tea in
Affleck.
China?
I don't, but you do.
I don't care about Ben Affleck. I just know that he's the finest actor of mine or anybody else's generation.
In your
There.
dreams.
You're welcome for allowing you to say that.
Murray's just setting it up.
But I don't care
So you
about his
can hit it
personal,
out of the
personal
park.
life means nothing to me.
The other one I'm curious about, even though it has Julia Roberts in it, After the Hunt, which is Andrew Garfield. Plays this like creepy,
Professor dude.
professor dude. So that should be, I think that'd be interesting. But yeah, again, I'm only seeing a half a dozen movies
Yeah.
as opposed to your 20 or 30 that you guys are seeing. But
Because you got to work.
all that too. Anyway,
Nice.
so yeah,
Yeah, check out the festival lineup and take a flight to Calgary.
sure. Or a bus if you're in Edmonton.
Yeah, there you go. If buses still exist.
They do, just not across the country
There
anymore.
you go. Nice.
CIFFcalgary.ca.
Nice.
That's it.
Perfect. All right. Well, thanks, Ragers, for listening. Thanks to the extended Film Rage family you can find in our show notes. Thanks to Casey from The Nerdy Photographer for the voice of Rager Dare and our God of Rage. He'll be back after the festival, and so will Rager Dare and the lists and a whole bunch of other good stuff. But we are going to be putting out lots of content, so have your ears ready for some listening. Find us on social media everywhere at Film Rage YYC. Check out everything Film Rage at filmrageYYC.com, including our merch site for Redbubble and TeePublic. We're always wanting to make this a raging blast for all listeners, so please comment, like, and subscribe, and send us emails to filmragecalgary@gmail.com. Dare us to see terrible movies to fuel our rage, but no matter what you do, please, 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 pretty please, 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 and make us a rage. That's it for this week. No, it's not. Rage on!
Rage on.